And let's see if it goes to our live. What's going on, everybody? I am Dylan, and today with me, we have a new face on the podcast. We have Tyler the Squawg Thompson. Squawg, what is going on?
Hey, Dylan. It's good to be here. I'm glad to be here on on the podcast on Coast to Coast. Listen, I'm ready to talk some football.
I'm ready to talk some football too, Squawg. Before we get started, let's go ahead and tell everybody um, your favorite team, where you're from, what you do for, you don't have to tell what you do for a living. Just give a little bit of info about you so they kind of have um, a little bit of background about yourself.
Yeah, sure. Fortunately, my team's not doing so good this year, but my favorite team's Chicago, the Bears. Hopefully, we can turn it around. From Southern Illinois, where you're from, but you happily moved away. But
Yeah.
but you've been all over the country, so
Yeah,
well,
I'm used to
I just
moving.
yeah, I just stayed here, loving home. Uh, I'm a correctional officer. Well,
Yeah.
I can't really say well, but I work the night shift, so that's why I couldn't be on here most of the times because I'm sleeping and
I'm glad
wake
you
up
made
and
it.
listen to this. Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it on finally.
Yeah. I am too. I'm ready.
Squad, let me ask you real quick. Who is on your jersey? I can only see a little bit of it.
It's number one right now. QB Justin Fields for Chicago. We'll see after this year if he stays with the QB. We might have another one next
And
year.
you told everybody you're a Bears fan, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I did.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I did.
All right. Sorry, I wanted to go turn on my fan because it's blazing hot in this room.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get started with the week seven picks, and week seven picks, and then we are going to and preview every game, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the Jags game. Um, so Squad, before we start, um, sorry, I'm putting in the description real quick. It didn't save. Before we start, Josh is still in the lead, 23-7. Only one with single digit losses. Will, Ram, Bobby, and I are at 20-10, so we're 3 games behind Josh. Nick is at 19-11, so just 1 game behind us. Caden, Squawg, this is Squawg on here. Tyler, the Squawg Thompson, and Garrett are 18-12, so 5 games behind Josh. And then Alex is at 17-13. So it is kind of we're kind of all over the place, but it is getting close, and it was a lot closer than it was last year.
Yeah. I had a couple of bad weeks these last 2 weeks, going 2-3, so it kind of put me down, and some of the people going 4-1.
So before we start, we just have one last thing to talk about. Squad. I mean, there was only 4 of us last year, but you got last place. Me and you were tied for last.
Yeah.
Um, going into we went to the playoffs. We tied in the wild card, and was it the divisional round? It was a back and forth, and I got you by it was like a crazy ending. I think it was like a over didn't hit by 0.5 points for you.
Yeah, what was it? The oval? I couldn't remember
It
if
was
it was
over and
oval
under.
or if it was that the playoff prop.
It was one of I think the player prop I lost on one, and the wild card I should have won in the wild card, and then we went to the next round, and then the over didn't hit.
Yeah,
Now we did have a bet going that you were supposed to go bowl for how many hours until you bowled a 300, and every hot dog and beer is so much off your pins. Did you end up doing that, or do you plan on still doing that
I
for
still
us?
plan on doing that because I lost, and that was a punishment. But time when we did that is right when I became a CEO, so everything became crazy, and I was trying to find out how. Oh, and I was on night shift, so it's kind of hard to get time. But I still plan on doing it pretty soon, actually.
Well,
because now I got settled in and now I know what to do.
sounds good. And I am totally okay if you want to hang on to that until you come down to Florida, and I'll be there beside you bowling too. All right.
Yeah. Like,
It's time for our pick squad. You ready?
okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
It is time for our picks. And the first, we have our favorites, of course. We're starting with our favorites. And I went with the Bills. The
Good pick.
Bills, they looked bad last week. They are
Mhm.
playing a worse team than they did the week before, or a very similar opponent. They played the Giants last week and did not look good. It was the Sunday night game.
Yeah, Sunday.
It was a Sunday night game. Uh, I don't know if they just played down to the competition, but the Bills are playing the Patriots this week in New England in
Mhm.
Foxborough. But I don't see the way that offense, the Patriots offense, lacks of moving the ball. I
Yeah.
don't see them moving the ball against the Bills enough to beat the Bills. I do see the Bills still struggling a little bit on offense. Not as bad as last week, not a 14-9 win. I see it more of like a 21-7 game or 21-10 or something like that. But I got the Bills. What do you think about this game?
You there?
Mm-hmm. How'd they remember this is the part of it. What do you think about the Bills game? We might have lost Squawk for a second. Okay. So yeah, I got the Bills beating the Patriots. Squawk, he is taking the 49ers. The 49ers are playing the Vikings on the Monday night game, coming off a loss to the Browns. Squawk, you there? Okay, we did lose Squawk, so I'm gonna keep rolling until we get Squawk back. Let me see if I can invite him back. There he is. Here he comes. What up, Squawk? You good?
Yeah, what up? I all suddenly just disconnected. I don't know
You're
what
good. You're good. Maybe put your phone on Do Not Disturb in case someone calls. That might affect something.
Yeah,
Even
maybe.
if a call didn't come up, it might have disrupted you. But Squawk, I talked about the Bills already. I just revealed your pick, the 49ers. 49ers are playing the 2-4 Vikings. No Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
What do you like about this game?
I think it's going to be a revenge game. I see San Francisco lost last week, and they're going to come out strong this week against the Vikings. And I just don't trust the Vikings without Jay Jettas. I know they won last week, but that was against Chicago, and it wasn't even with they had a trouble time scoring with Chicago's defense. Imagine when you get 49ers, who's a top 5 defense, and then that offense, they're going to get McCaffrey back. Like I believe he's practicing. Debo, I think he's practicing. I haven't seen him, so I think the 49ers are going to get their revenge, and it's going to be kind of a blowout, I believe.
Yeah, the Vikings did win last week. It was not an impressive win. It was not an impressive win against the Bears. But the 49ers defense I think, is just way too good for no Justin Jefferson. Does no Debo scare you at all in this game? Caffrey might be limited.
No, Debo's not playing. No, I don't. I believe even Kyle Shanahan and his QB, not his QB, his system, and Brock Purdy. I believe he's pretty legit QB. So no, it does not scare me whatsoever. Not one bit. George Kittle on that team, plenty of targets to go to if no Debo.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I just think, and I think the defense is just going to be too good for the Vikings and Kirk Cousins. And it's a Kirk primetime game where he plays even worse.
Yep.
I mean, Kirk's going to have to be lights out, and that defense of the Vikings going to have to be lights out. And I don't see 2 straight plunders by this 49ers offense. And let me add to it. They were both my get right team. This is the first time myself I'm picking a parlay. Last time I picked the parlay, Ram talked me into taking the Bengals. I'll never let anybody talk me into another get right team. I have only lost one get right team. It was my Jags, and they didn't get right the first time I started to get right. But these two are my get right team of the week. I think they both take care of business. They both look better than the week before, and they both come out with wins. So, squad, don't forget to put that in the sports book for me.
I got
right
you.
teams.
Yeah, I got you.
Josh is with
$60 now.
Josh is with you on the 49ers. Will and Ram are with you on the 49ers. And Nick, Caden, and Garrett are with me on the Bills.
Oh,
so
okay.
80% of the league is getting right with us too. Obviously, this is going to hurt the separation of the league. The other game that was taken is Kyler Murray's return. I don't know. I know they took him off the PUP list. I don't know if he's actually going to play.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of shape. No one knows what kind of shape he's in. He's projected 0 points on fantasy. But he is activated. He's been ruled out for the game in Seattle, so he's not going to play the game in Seattle. So it's still going to be Josh Dobbs. The Bobby and Alex take Seattle as their favorites.
It's a good pick. I mean, I don't know what Cardinals team and I don't know what Seahawks team, but they should win.
Yeah, I don't. Again, my system at the beginning of the year was fade the Cardinals, but that got ruined when the Cowboys got beat by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And I think 80% of the league took the Cowboys in that game.
Yeah, I did. Yep, I was one of them.
Yep. So that hurt it. I mean, luckily for me, there was a lot of people that actually took the Cardinals in that too. But it's just you're not going to sit here and you're not going to take the Cardinals to beat the Seahawks. I don't think anybody. I mean, I don't hate the pick for Bobby and Alex. I have nothing to say about the Cardinals. No James Conner. Still with Josh Dobbs. He's playing great as a backup, but he's not going to be anything more than a backup.
Mm-hmm.
I think Seahawks handle business, and especially the way they played against the Bengals. I think that they can get it done here.
Yeah, they can.
Time for the dogs, Squawk.
Time for the dogs.
And me and you and Alex were money with the dogs. We took the Jaguars. This game surprised me. A Thursday night game, and the Jaguars coming back from London just came out firing. Their offense looked great. Their defense kind of towards the end wasn't as great. Gave up 15 in the fourth. The Saints dropped the touchdown. Fabian Monroe dropped the easy touchdown. He was pretty beat up about it. That game probably should have went to overtime, but the Jags handled business. And Trevor Lawrence played with the left sprained knee. Played like a dog. He looked good.
Looked good with the sprained knee, running.
Oh, yeah. He had 20 for 29 with 204 yards and 8 for 59 running the ball.
Yeah.
Outran Etienne. Etienne did have 2 touchdowns, but outran him yard-wise. Christian Kirk looked good. He had a 45-yard touchdown, 44-yard.
Yeah, right there at the end. Dude, I have trying to steal the game, wasn't it?
Yep. So it was good. The fake punt was awesome. I don't know if you saw the fake punt, but the Jags threw a fake to the gunner to the Saints. The Saints guy just took off running, and the Jags guy just turned around for a 5-yard curl and ran for about 8 more and got a first down. Yeah. So the Jags looking good right now. Squawk. Do the Jags look like they can make it to the AFC Championship?
Ooh,
the AFC is tough.
The AFC is a tough. I don't know. They look good, but I don't know if they'll go up and down. They are up and down. It depends on the offense, because when they face the Chiefs, they didn't score at all, but neither did the Chiefs. But I guess they could. They can. It just depends on how the playoffs and how the seeding goes, they can easily get into the AFC Championship. I don't know if they can get to the Super Bowl or not just yet, but I think they can get to the AFC Championship.
If we look at the Jags, last year, they turned it on late in the year. They lost, I believe, if I remember correctly, on a penalty that kind of sealed the game for the Chiefs. They had a chance to stop them, to get the ball back. They didn't. Um, the Jags turned it on late last year. They're turning it on now. They have a very favorable schedule. They're 5-2, and
Mm-hmm.
the Jags schedule. I mean, in the NFL, anybody can beat anybody.
AFC South. It's the AFC South.
It's the AFC South, but they got the Steelers next.
Okay.
Their defense can eat up that offense.
Yeah.
It might be a punching bag game. 49ers, that one's your
That's
tough one.
Tough
But then you got the Titans, Texans. You got a tough one with the Bengals, Browns defense, Ravens, Buccaneers, Panthers, Titans. So you got a couple of tough defenses in there. Not incredibly tough offenses. Your best offenses you're playing are the 49 on paper, 49ers and Bengals, maybe Ravens.
Yeah, maybe.
The Jags could come out, if they lose 3 of these games, finish 11-5 or 12-5 and get a high seed and get some home field and make a run for the playoffs or make a run for the AFC Championship.
Yeah, they can make a run. I just don't know if they have enough to get over that hump to go to the Super Bowl.
They have a very dynamic offense.
Yep.
Very dynamic offense. They have a defense that you've seen can play they held the Bills to 20, and the Bills did not look good.
Yeah, Bills.
Falcons to 7, who has a very dynamic offense. Bijan, Pitts is good. Ritter's the only kind of
Ritter's the only question mark in that offense.
They held the Colts twice to 20 and 21, and the Colts offense has been playing well this year.
Yeah, they've been playing well, but I don't know about them too.
Held the Chiefs to 17.
That was a big one.
Yeah, their offense didn't look good, but their defense did. And they're only going to get better throughout the year. If they stay healthy, I think that they can make a run towards an AFC Championship game.
Yep.
All right, next up, Josh and Ram and Caden and Nick and Garrett, all Lions.
I was going to go with the Lions, but then it's like, I think I like the Jags better, but I can see the Lions winning this game too. They look good. The Lions.
They do look good. Their defense is legit. Their offense is legit. Jared Goff is on MVP caliber. He should be in the talks. The Ravens, I don't think the Ravens look great. I mean, their wins, they beat a Titans team who's not looked great.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to a Steelers team with Kenny Pickett and no Freiermuth, no Deontay Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
They beat a Browns team that was Dorian Robinson as the quarterback.
Yeah.
They lost to a Colts team that the Jags beat pretty handily twice. They beat the Bengals with hurt Joe Burrow.
Yep.
And only by 3 points. And then they beat the Texans in C.J. Stroud's first game ever. I don't. The only reason why I see they got the favorite, the Ravens, is because they're in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think it's disrespectful to the Lions at 5-1 the way they played to be +3 against this Ravens team, who I don't think they have a good hand to play.
Yeah, Lions can be a top 5 team in the NFL right now, and they're not favored. The underdogs, like you said, +3. It's a good pick, good underdog pick just to pick the Lions. I hate to say that, being a Chicago Bears fan, but Lions are all pretty good this year.
Me and Josh, Garrett Sawyer says, "Love the hat." Sorry, guys, I didn't have the comments up. Both good picks. Game would be different if Jay Jettis was playing. Risk it for the biscuit, Bobby says.
Yeah,
Bobby, what's going on? I think the Lions, me and Josh talked about it last week, could be the best team in the NFC. If you see what they're doing with their running
Yeah.
game, with their dynamic rookie out, he's coming back though.
Back this
Uh,
week.
they were down to the third string running back. They had no Amara 1 week, and they put up was it 42 points without him. Sam
Yeah.
Laporta's a top 3 tight end in the league right now.
Mhm.
Their defense is out of this world. The way their offensive line plays is out of this world.
I
The
think so. Yep.
Lions, if the Lions stay healthy, we could be looking at a Jags-Lions Super Bowl.
Oh my goodness! I would hate to see that with Lions, Chicago fan, but yeah, it could happen.
I know you would hate to see that as a Chicago fan, but like out of all teams, the Lions squad with all the losing they've done, that would be so sweet to see them in the Super Bowl playing the Jags. I mean, that would be the coolest Super Bowl, I think.
I'll be rooting for the Jags. Let's just say that.
I will be too. Will took the Falcons, so we haven't talked about this game yet.
Falcons, okay.
Falcons and Bucks. They're on the road, 2.5 point underdogs. Both teams coming off losses last week. This is a game. Any NFC South matchup where they play each other, I'm not touching.
Yeah, I'm not touching any of that. I'm Desmond Riddle. It's not at home for him. Don't know how well he's going to be playing. He's been playing pretty good lately, but been at home.
His last game was against the Commanders. He had 3 chances to score to be down. They were down 8. 3 chances to score those 8 points, go to overtime, and didn't score. I don't know. I can't touch an NFC South game.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, you're taking them to win here, but minus 2.5 points, they could easily not cover that in a 6-3 game in the NFC South. Yeah. Ritter was bad. Yeah, Ritter was good. It was 2 weeks ago. Ritter played pretty well against the Texans in that win.
Yeah, Texans.
Yeah,
which I think he's undefeated at home. So,
I think
away game.
I think that that it is almost time for Taylor Heinicke.
Taylor Heinicke? Ooh, okay.
I think that Taylor Heinicke can win some of these games that Ritter can't win. I think Heinicke could go, out of those 3 chances could have went down and scored one time at least last week to go to overtime with the Commanders, if not beat the Commanders. Could boost the team, could get the ball to where the ball should be able to get to, which is Kyle Pitts, which is Drake London, which is Bijan. And I get you want to keep giving Ritter the chances. You took a chance on him to draft him. The worst thing that's going to happen is Heinicke's still going to keep losing, and you're going to get a quarterback next year and start all over anyway. Heinicke's not your long-term answer, but Heinicke is, I think, out of your 2 quarterbacks right now, Heinicke is your chance if you want to make the playoffs. And then most certainly not out of the playoffs in this division.
Yeah, the Falcons so easily can get into the playoffs and win the division. But, you got to go either Riddle or Heinicke. It might be time for Heinicke. I know they want to use maybe Riddle's legs a little bit because he can run. But Heinicke, I think it's a better pass, though.
Yeah,
and that team bet.
And Heinicke can't, not run, He can still move. He can still get you, if he's in trouble, he can get out of the pocket and get you what you need. He's not as fast as Ritter, but he's smart. Young, exciting team that's being held back by Ritter. Absolutely, Bobby. I have no disagreements with that right there.
Oh, yeah, no disagreements with that.
Your last one, Bobby took the Steelers. Steelers on the road in L.A. So here's the good news. It's a home game for Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
Playing in L.A., you're always going to get a home game, especially with the fan base like Pittsburgh. They do get Deontay Johnson back. I love Deontay Johnson being back.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
He's gonna play well. The Rams, they were without Kyron. That hurt you, squad. Did you pick up Evans in fantasy?
In one league I did, and all league, no, I did not.
Yeah. I feel like this game, which I'll talk about it in the unders because I definitely took this under in this game. So a little preview to the unders.
Okay.
I don't see much offense happening, or much scoring. I could see it being a field goal fest. I could see this being like a 17-9 game.
Yeah. I can see
Either
that.
way. But this is one I'm not. Bobby's risking it for the biscuit. He thinks they're going to swarm the Rams. This is a game I'm not touching.
Yeah.
For a winner. For a winner.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. No.
TJ Watt can disrupt the game.
Yep.
Aaron Donald could disrupt the game.
Mm-hmm.
Puka and Cooper Cup. You got on the Steelers. The Steelers got a lot of options. I think this is another, what Bobby said, a young, excited team is being held back by Ritter for the Falcons. I think this team's kind of being held back by Kenny Pickett or
Okay. Hello, hot take thing.
Or Matt Canada. Maybe Pickett's not getting what we're not getting what we think we can out of Pickett because Matt Canada is also a terrible offensive coordinator because he threw a dot to George Pickens.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bobby's 8-2 in the last 2 weeks. He's coming back strong. I'm 5-0 in the last week. But we're still 3 games behind Josh, Bobby. So that's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the overs. My favorite.
Ovals. Yeah, I love the ovals. I always can get it. Ooh,
Tell me what you like about the Detroit-Baltimore game that's going to get this over.
I just like how Detroit scores, and then I know that they don't have David Montgomery, but Gibbs comes back this week, and they have a Monroe. They have all the receivers. Jameson Williams, I think his name is.
Yep.
He's getting more reps. He's getting more used to NFL because he was out the whole last year because of injuries and then missed the first 4 games because of gambling. So now he's coming back. He's a deep threat. Ravens, they can score. They got, with Justin Tucker, Lamar Jackson, and the safe Flowers. They can score. I can see
Odell.
This game being. Oh yeah, Odell. He's healthy and coming back. I can see this game be like a 28-24 game. I think the over was 42 and a half.
The over was 42 and a half. Yes, it was a very low over. I thought for this game. The only thing I don't like about this game is you got two offenses that plays more small ball, running the ball. I mean, Jared Goff does throw for a lot of yards, but I don't think he's much of that deep shot taker. I just think he's very precise of where he puts the balls. Now, the Ravens cornerback department is struggling, but I can see that the style that both these two play, that a lot of time ticks off the clock as well, and that's what scared me in this over. But I don't hate the pick because this game could exactly be that. But this game also, the Ravens struggled to score in the red zone last week against the Titans, and they won 24-16, and I think they missed the over in that, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe.
And they're playing a better defense than the Lions. And then the Lions can also control the pace of the game with how they play in their offensive line. And the Lions can definitely take some time off the clock. But, I hope this hits the over because this is one of the games I can't wait to watch.
Yeah, it would be one of the games I'd be watching on the TV would be this game.
I wish this game was a Sunday night game.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Fun.
Oh, yeah.
Alex is with you on that, by the way. So you weren't alone. I switched mine.
Okay.
I switched mine. I was Eagles and Dolphins until Devontae Smith went out.
Okay.
I know that Julio's there. This was set a little high. I didn't look at what it was when I switched it. As soon as I saw Devontae Smith was going to be out with his hamstring, I said I'm just going to go Chiefs Chargers. It is 47.5.
Yeah.
The thing is the Chiefs defense is playing well. That's what scares me.
Yeah, that's what scares me because Chiefs I think they've been playing the under for this whole year. Besides that one game against Chicago when they scored like 45 points.
Yeah, let's pull up the Chiefs real quick. They are the 420. They are an afternoon game. The Chiefs, they hit the over. No, they missed the over with the Vikings. Wasn't at 48. They scored 47.
Yep.
They hit the over with the Jets. That was at 42. They hit the over with the Bears. Missed the over with the Jags, and they missed the over with the Lions.
Okay, so they hit two.
Yeah, so they hit two overs. They obviously missed it last game with the Broncos. That was a Thursday night game. I just think 47 is nothing with these two teams' potential. Exactly what Bobby just said that in chat. 47.5 is nothing with these teams' potentials.
Oh yeah, it's nothing compared to potentials, but they can easily
not hit it.
Yeah, they can easily not hit it. I mean, the Chargers just getting injury prone, and Eckler, I know he came back last week and gained another week of healthy. But no Mike Williams. Justin Herbert didn't look good last week, and he kind of showed during that game. I think they still did. They win?
They did not. They charged their way out of that game last week.
Okay.
Yeah, they lost. They lost by 3, I believe. Yep.
20, yeah. The two Cowboys. Yep, to the Cowboys. Yeah.
The thing I'm going to look at is Keenan Allen is 81 yards away. 81 yards away from being the second fastest Charger to 10,000 yards behind LaDainian Tomlinson of all time. Mm-hmm. What an accomplishment!
He's a good player.
I think that he's going to get the ball. I think they're going to move the ball. And I think this is going to be one of those games where both offenses kind of come back out and break out.
Mm-hmm.
And they always play close games. So if one team's going to score, the other team's going to score. And I wasn't alone. 40% of the league was on that as well.
Okay, so, everybody's on that. Hopefully it goes under then.
Yeah, that'll be big for you.
Yeah.
Questionable over for both these teams.
Washington
Giants and Commanders. No Daniel Jones again, or is he back?
I don't think he's back. I
don't think so. Tyrod's going to play. Giants didn't hit the over last week. They hit the over because they played the Dolphins the week before. No, they didn't. It was at 48, and they had scored 47.
Yep.
They didn't hit the over against the Giants. Didn't hit it. The only over they hit was when they came back against the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. I don't like this over. The Giants just played a great defensive game. If they played that way, they did. I think I saw that he was out for a second straight week. He's questionable. Yeah. Okay, so he's questionable. Trending in the wrong direction. So he was back at practice, but he is not going to play. It doesn't look like. So another Tyrod. This could be another one of those games that's just low scoring where these two teams just beat.
Yeah, I can see it being set like 17-10.
Yeah.
They're two defensive teams.
Now it is set low. The over is set at, I want to say there was 37.5.
37.5?
No, that was the Bears game. This over is set at 39.5. So it's still low, but that means one of these two teams is gonna have to win the game, like 20 to or 23 to 20 or 21 to 20. And both teams are gonna have to score that many points, and I don't know if that can happen.
One thing that it's Giants, they got Barkley is back. I mean, he played good last week, and he got another week of being healthy.
Yeah, he played good last week, but they only scored 9 points.
Yeah, but that was his first week back, and he scored got over 100 scrimmage yards.
But the scrimmage yards don't matter if you're not scoring points.
Yeah, I guess true.
And the last one, this was what I was at until Devontae Smith went down. I don't hate it still. 51.5 is a lot of points, but both these teams are trying to have statement wins here. The Dolphins are being deemed as they can't beat good teams.
Yep.
And the Eagles just coming off a loss and a bad offensive performance. They need to win this game. I could see I could see this being a kind of a shootout, but I could also see it being a close one. Big play Slay's out. I don't know. Is Bradbury going to be back?
I don't know if he's going to be back or not.
Yeah. I haven't checked the report on on this game. So
Yeah, I haven't checked it either.
I just saw that Devontae Smith was out, and I took it off. Regardless, though, regardless, this will be a fun one. This game should be a fun
Oh
one.
yeah, I mean, you got the Chiefs, Chargers, and Dolphins, Eagles. But I mean, good games that I'm going to be watching.
Yeah, what time is this game on? This one is this a morning game?
Is that a morning game?
No,
Hopefully.
this is Sunday night game.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is Sunday night.
Standalone.
Okay, I'm still gonna be watching it. And I'll probably
Yeah.
be staying up.
Yeah, this might be one that I stay up for as well. Unders.
Yeah, unduts.
I went Steelers Rams, and so did Caden.
Okay.
Again, we talked about this when Bobby took it, then to win it. I think if the Steelers win this game, it's because it's just going to be a defensive game. I don't think if it goes to a shootout, the Steelers can compete in a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see the under hit on this game. You know, there's not much more to say about it. If it's set at 43.5 points too, that's what excited me about it. Because
yeah,
if this game goes 23-20, the over doesn't hit. So I love this under. I think it was one of my favorite unders that I've taken all year. I will be very shocked if this game goes hits the over.
Yeah, it's a good under.
Oh yeah, you took Broncos Packers. Tell me about it. And so did Josh.
I just don't trust either one of these offenses at all. And then Broncos defense. Last year they were pretty good. This year they haven't been that good. But Packers defense, they've been pretty good. And then the offensive Broncos haven't. So I just think it's going to be under. I think it's 44.5 or something like that.
It was in the 40s too. 45 even.
45 even. So yeah, it's a 24 or 20 game or 24-21 game. It still goes under. And I believe
21-24 hits it, and that's
24-21. I thought that was a 45. And it was 45.
It's set at 45 even.
It's saying 45 even. Okay.
Yeah, so 24-21 game.
Okay.
It's push. Yeah, you
tie
it. So I don't hate it either. 45 points. The only thing I do hate is both defenses haven't been playing up to par. But I don't like that Aaron Jones is back for this because I think the Packers offense does get better. Obviously it gets better.
Yeah, obviously.
But I'm on the wrong thing.
Jordan Love.
It is Jordan Love, but again, the Broncos defense has been playing piss poor. They had a good one last week against the Chiefs, but it's a short week, so that's tough to kind of gauge coming into this game. But the Packers, they gave it 34 to the Lions, 25 to the Falcons. They did do well against the Saints and the Raiders, but the Raiders didn't have Jimmy G. He got hurt that game, right?
Yeah,
he did. So. That's the game he got hurt.
I think
he had a concussion. Actually, he didn't play that game. So, I don't know, Squawk. I think this could go either way, but 45 is a lot of points, so I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's just those two unders. Ovals, the Lions. They have a better offense than the Broncos, and then I believe the Falcons, who just scored 20. You said 25. I think they have a better offense than the Broncos.
I see. I'm kind of iffy on it. Here's the thing: Russell Wilson's playing on par with Mahomes this year. I don't know if you've seen they're side by side, but their numbers are similar. And the Broncos put up 8 against the Chiefs on a short week, but 21 against the Jets defense, 31 on the Bears. They gave up 70 points, but still put up 20. Had 33 on the Commanders. It can go either way. It just depends on
how much of those were like garbage times though. It got some medals here with the under points.
Yeah, no, I get it. He wants back out. I know. I just think it can go either way.
Yeah, I guess it could, but I just
But
believe it's going to be under 45.
it's favorable with your pick because 45 is a lot of points
Yeah,
for these two teams.
yeah.
So we have some opposition.
Ooh,
We talked about this
okay.
game. We have some opposition on this game. We have a couple people took the over. Some people took the under. Again, I don't hate this pick. I don't. 51.5 is a lot of points, but these are two offenses that definitely can
Yep.
score the 51.
Yeah,
So
that's why I didn't want to. I stayed away from this game. It can either hit the over or it can be in the under. It can be one of those two. I mean,
yeah,
obviously one of those two, but you never know.
yeah. Well, if with Devontae Smith out, that's what scared me for the over.
Mm-hmm.
Just one less target. And then Jalen Ramsey's not back yet, but I know he's coming back
He's
soon.
coming back. He's pretty soon.
Yeah. I don't know. This game's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Oh
Great
yeah.
Sunday nighter.
Oh yeah, great.
Love this under. This was the one I was thinking about. I was thinking about taking two.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have taken it now that I'm thinking about it. But you know the two quarterbacks in this game, right?
Oh yeah.
Who's yours? Is it Largent? Is his last name?
Budget type.
Bargett.
Yeah.
I don't even know his name. I can look.
D2.
D2. Yep. But it's Aiden O'Connell for the. He's starting for the.
Yeah.
He's starting for the Raiders, and it's Tyson Bagent. It's Bagent, not Bargent. Bagent.
I knew it started with a B.
Bears offensive line's not that good.
No.
Max Crosby is Max Crosby's I think this year the best defender in the league.
Okay.
He is just eating. The way he destroyed the the Packers. Was that the Packers the other night where he just came through and
I think
who did he get the safety on? The game-winning safety on. That wasn't the Packers.
That wasn't the Packers.
The last week. Oh, I was on the right week. The Patriots when he got the safety on Mac Jones.
Yeah,
he destroyed that whole game. If he does that with the Bears, Bagent. The only thing is 37 points is very low. That's a 20 to 18 game, 21 to 17 game. Beats that. So, but
which I can see the Raiders have with Josh Jacobs and Devontae.
And Devontae's demanding the ball more.
Yeah, he wants the ball more.
Yeah,
which he might get it against the Bills defense.
Yeah, well, we'll see here. This is I just hate taking unders with such low points. But this is probably going to be the worst offensive game of the day. But with that being said, with how bad both quarterbacks can play, I think that there could be some defensive. I mean, Bagent threw a very bad interception last week, and he fumbled in his short time in the game. A rookie in Aiden O'Connell. This game right here, this is one I'm not putting on my TV. I don't expect to see it on Red Zone very often.
Yeah, I don't expect it. I mean, I'd probably be trying to watch a little bit of it just because. But
I think my plan for the early window is Red Zone side by side with the Lions game. I don't really think I'm going to put 4 games on, 3 other games on. It's just going to be Red Zone in that game. Maybe I might do 4 just so I can see the Bills because I have some fantasy stake in that. Well, now it's just Josh Allen. I did have James Cook, but I traded him. But
you traded him?
I did. Yeah, I made a lot of trades last week, which we need to talk some fantasy trades. Maybe we can cook. Maybe we can cook one up here for everybody.
Maybe.
Anyway, Garrett hit the X. Saints. He took the under in the Saints Jags. I did not hate this under at all.
See, I didn't like it. I thought it would be over.
I see. The Saints defense has played well, really well, and then the Jags defense and the Saints offense has been not so good. I was like, oh, maybe this could be a low scoring game, and then the Jags just came out on fire.
Oh yeah, like 14 points, pretty quick.
Crushed the over. I think it hit 55 points. So
crushed it.
Yeah. Sorry, Garrett. And then Colts Browns again, another one I don't hate because
Yeah.
this game with Minshew's going to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Minshew played piss poor last week. And then the Browns offense, you don't know which direction they're going to go. But this game right here, with how good the Browns defense is and just shut out that 49ers, if they come out and play like that, this game's going to be like a 21, 24 to 3 game, 28 to 3 game, something like that.
Yeah, you gotta remember Jonathan Taylor's getting healthier and getting more carries.
Well, but you also got to look at. I know McCaffrey went down last week, and he did score a touchdown. But after he scored a touchdown, he didn't do very much. And he went 11 for 43, so he was under 4 yards a carry. I think if Watson's out or in, it still hits the under. I think this is a very good under, a very slept on under.
Oh yeah.
Because again, this game's not depending on the Browns offense. The Browns have a better offense. This game is depending on how good the Browns defense plays. And the Colts at the 49ers scored 17 on this Browns defense. Can the Colts score?
It's a good question. And with Anthony Richardson, they probably, I don't know. Minshew Mania, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Spread squawk, and then we got a couple things to do before we hit the off.
Okay.
I'm taking the Brownies.
Brownies? Okay.
You're taking the Brownies.
Yeah, I'm taking the Brownies too.
Alex is taking the Brownies.
Okay.
And then, so we just talked about that. I just don't think that the Colts score enough to cover 1.5 point spread against this defense.
Yeah, I don't. I don't either.
Josh is taking the Raiders.
The Raiders.
The Raiders spread. They play
-3.
They're -3. I don't like this.
You don't like it? Okay.
I don't like it. I don't love it because we don't know what we're getting out of this game with these two quarterbacks.
I guess true. We don't know how the backup for Chicago is, or the backup for the Raiders.
We've seen a little bit, but like this game's going to be very poorly played. That's a rough pick. This game's going to be a very poorly played offensive game. And I know the Raiders has the best defensive player. I told you, I think he might be the best in the league right now. He's playing like 81% snaps too, which is insane. I don't know. It's just the offense is going to be so poor. It's not that I don't like it. It's just one I'm not touching.
It could easily be a push.
Well, it's 2.5. So
I thought it's a 2.5. I thought it was 3.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at ESPN's odds. When we made the odds, what is it? Do you have it up?
No, I don't have it up. I thought
it is -3. So it was -3. So yes, it could be a push. I don't know. This I'm not touching.
It's a questionable game.
Yeah, this game I'm not touching. Will took this is a huge spread.
Well, that's
8.5 in Foxborough. Now, I again, like, the Patriots are bad. They lost a very bad game to the Saints, but they started off the year.
It's pretty good.
They started off the year. They covered the spread against the Eagles. They covered the spread against the Dolphins. They beat the Jets, and then the Cowboys and Saints beat the piss out of them. But then they covered the spread against the Raiders. Actually, they did not. They lost the spread by 1 point. 8.5 points in Foxborough. Big spreads scare Bobby. Big spreads scare me. Big spreads scare me too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I took the Dolphins -14.5 last week, or 13.5. I alternated it by 1 point, and they covered. So, but when you're playing in Bill Belichick's house, where the Patriots play well, this 8.5 spread, and the way that they played last week against a not so great team, 8.5. That's a ballsy take right there.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. It's just Bill Belichick's defense. It can be easily. They can easily cover it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. 8.5's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Rambo hit the Jags.
Hit the Jags. Yep. I like it.
Jags were +1.5.
Yeah,
easy.
They are underdogs. Easy.
Bobby with the Commanders. Bobby, for some reason, I thought I when we're doing this, because I got so much going on through this and the Madden League we run that you're in with us, fantasy. I thought that you put these guys as your underdogs, and then I was like, well, I see here that they're favorites, so it scared me. The Bills almost lost in a game that they were, I think, 10.5-point favorites last week. Commanders are 2-point favorites this week, playing in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Again, like a game just
it's a game I probably wouldn't be touching. It's a NFC East game.
Again, like in division, I just can't. I could like you said, Squawk. I wouldn't have touched it. -2. I mean, the Commanders, I think, are the better team. Yes.
Yeah.
All you need is a field goal to win. But you know that the Bills were a pass interference call away, a blown pass interference call from possibly losing. They would have to make another stop to this Giants team. And now it's the Commanders who are not as good as the Bills. We can all agree on that.
Oh yeah.
I just don't touch this 2-point spread. I don't. You don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Bobby, that's a ballsy take again. That's another ballsy take.
It could hit. It could hit though.
Another one, absolutely not touching.
Yeah,
Caden took the Buccaneers. He says fluke game for the Giants. I don't know, man. I don't know. Or the Giants could be back to the playoff team they were last year. Not making the playoffs. I'm saying playing at that caliber. Caden, Buccaneers 2.5, another NFC South matchup. I know that the underdog was taken earlier by, I believe, Will. Yep. Caden's taking the Bucs, so we kind of got a little head-to-head matchup there. Again, a game just I'm not touching. Two teams that can't score a lot of points, or two teams that can't consistently win head-to-head in division, I'm not touching.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not touching.
But that game that might be my fourth game on TV. I think I'm going to roll with 4, just so I can have my fantasy stake. Yeah, and this will be my fourth one.
Team now.
Yeah, and then the Rams. So we have head-to-head against Bobby, Nick, and Garrett. They're taking the Rams spread, 3-point spread.
3-point spread.
I wasn't touching a winner on this game either.
Yeah, no. I can see the Rams covering, but I'm not touching it.
Yeah, I mean, if the Rams win, they're either – I don't know, squad. God, it's tough. I think the Rams, if they win – I mean, obviously, that'd be more than a field goal. It's a 3-point spread, but, like, they're the ones that can put up offense in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. So it's gonna be fun. So let me pull it up real quick. This is where we're at. Share screen. So this is what we got so far. You can see all of us. Did it pull up the right one? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it took it away. But this is all of us together, so you can kind of see where we're at.
Yep, I gotta claw my way back up.
Yep, Squaw's got to claw his way back up. I was in your position last time, so
5-0, calling it.
Yeah, I was 5-0. We have a lot of similar picks with a lot of people this week. This is a week that wasn't too kind of spread out, so I guess the spreads.
There was kind of questionable games. It's like I wouldn't touch, and some other people like you said you wouldn't touch either. Also,
and here's the thing. This is the cool thing. Listen to all these spreads and how close this week is. Okay, we had 1.5 with the Saints and 2-point game with the Commanders. 1.5-point game for the Browns against the Colts. 3-point game for the Raiders. Okay, we have the 8.5 Bills game. 2.5 game for the Bucks. 3-point game for the Ravens. The Seahawks and the Cardinals was a little higher than I expected, especially for NFC West match showdown. It was 7.5. But then you have a 3-point game with the Rams, a 1.5-point game with the Broncos. The Chiefs Chargers, a 5.5 game, surprised me. I'm surprised no one took Chargers plus 5.5, especially because every time they play, this is a 3-point game. Eagles.
I was thinking about taking the Chiefs in that spread. Really.
Eagles and Dolphins, a 2-point game. A lot of close games this week. It was a hard. I think that out of all the weeks, this was one of our harder weeks because all the games were so close.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The spreads will. Whew.
we forgot something, Squawk.
Oh, we did.
We forgot to show the parlay of the week.
Oh,
Here's my parlay of the
I
week.
got the parlay of the week.
I took an alternate over 44.5. I went down 7 points. Yeah, 7 points. So I can't math right now. I went down a touchdown. Miami game. I'm taking Tyreek 70 plus yards. Tyreek's gonna Tyreek. I'm taking the 49ers alternate spread. I took off 4 points. I'm taking Chargers and KC alternate over. Just taking off a few points. Keenan Allen gets his record of second fastest Charger. Seahawks -2.5. And as always, a McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
Yep.
That's the parlay of the week. I am not a professional gambler. Follow if you will. But this is what I'm going to put $25 on and let it ride. So there's that. And then, Squad, we got 2 things to do real quick. And we are out of here.
We are out of here.
We are out of here after these 2 things. The first thing is the Weddle.
The Weddle. Okay.
The Weddle. Have you played Weddle?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Name me an offensive player then. I've been going with the crazy one.
You've been going with crazy one?
I'm just going to go do it. I'm going to start this one.
Go.
KJ Osborne. We have a 26-year-old that is in the NFC, and he's taller than 5'11". This looks to me like it looks to me like a tight end.
Yeah,
it's not a receiver.
It's tight end. Let's go with Jake Ferguson.
Where does he play at? The Colts or the Cowboys?
Cowboys.
NFC. He's at Dallas. He's not a Cowboy though, so he's going to be a quarterback in the NFC East with a number higher than 17.
So
it could be a running back though.
Could be running back. How tall is Tony Pollard?
Tony Pollard. Yeah, because it can't be Dak. It's Tony Pollard.
And there you go.
Easy. All right. Easy. Name me any player. Offense, defense, special teams.
Let's go with I had one and then I forgot. Let's go with Max Crosby. You liked him? Let's go with him.
Max Crosby, double X Max. AFC West offense squad. We're staying in the AFC West. He is shorter and older. Offense for the AFC West. Do you want to try Pat Mahomes? Let's go from there.
Go with it.
Patrick Mahomes.
He plays for KC. Okay.
So he's a special teams. He's the Kansas City special teams. He's either a kicker or a punter for the Kansas City.
Who is the kicker for?
It was Harrison Buckner.
Yeah, it was Harrison Buckner.
God, now this is gonna stump me, Squag.
I can't. It's like I don't know though. I don't know kickers or punters that well.
Well, we know it's a kicker or punter. It is Harrison Buckner still. Okay. We knew it was their kicker or punter. I'm okay with looking these up now that we know Harrison Buckner, and that's who it was. That was easy. We got 3s on both of them.
There we go. 3 and 3.
And the last one we got to do, the Immaculate Grid.
The Immaculate Grid.
All right. 10,000 passing career yards and played for the Broncos.
Oh, that's easy. I can name Jay Cutler, John Elway, or Peyton Manning right there.
Well, and Russ Wilson.
We
went John Elway. Browns, 10,000 career pass yards for the Browns.
Let's go. Has Watson got 10,000?
He has, but we also have a Browns-Texans category.
That's Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay, so let's go Watson. And then let's go Clowney. All right.
That's
Lions.
actually pretty easy.
Yeah, Lions. We want to go Goff or we want to go Stafford?
Stafford. I like Stafford. Oh, well.
I like Jared Goff better. He's a dog.
Yeah, he is a dog.
Because you said you like Stafford better, I'm going Goff. All right, this is where it gets a
Okay.
little bit tougher.
No, this is pretty easy this week.
All right, who you got then? Let's hear. I'm gonna let you go off then.
Okay, let's go with the Texans Broncos. Those I don't know how I know, but I like him as his safety, Kareem Jackson.
That was a wild pick, squad. Kareem Jackson. All right.
I don't know how I knew, but I liked him as a safety.
All right, keep cooking.
Steelers Broncos, Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, oh my gosh, squad. Keep cooking, squad. Who else you got?
Let's see here. Lions Steelers, Eric Ebron.
Squawg. That's right. I knew that was right when you said it too. Two more, Squawg.
Okay.
I know these two too.
These are the two hardest ones for me.
I know these two too. I can give you hints. Because...
I got one. Steelers Browns, cornerback
Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden. That's exactly who I had in mind too. You are cooking, Squawg. We got one more.
Ooh, and this one's the tough one.
It is not a tough one if you think about it.
If it's not,
I didn't think so.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this one. I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this one.
Is there any? What? Did he play for the Texans? One of the famous analysts on NFL, Dan Orlovsky.
Dan Orlovsky, that's exactly who I'm thinking of. But I don't know if he played for the Texans. I'm pretty sure he did. Squawg, you just got an immaculate grid. You just got a fucking immaculate grid, Squawg. Good stuff there. Wow.
I told you it was pretty easy.
It was. You surprised me with that. How good can you do? Let's see if you can do another one.
Oh, I don't know if I can do another one.
Let's see if you can do another one.
Let's see. Okay, let's see.
We're going to go to the crossover grid. I like this one. This one's a lot, so we're having fun with this one.
Okay.
All right. 1,000 rush yards in a season.
1,000 for
Commanders. Old school. Just think old school in this one.
Yeah, I'm thinking the old school. Oh, who was the old? I can't think of the old school one right now.
I'm going to go ahead and type it in for you.
Type it in. Who is it?
Clinton Portis.
Clinton. Yeah, Clinton Portis.
1,000 rush yard season for the Falcons.
As Devontae Freeman, has he ever got?
I wasn't going there. But it's right. I was going to go Michael Turner, Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah, good.
1,000-yard rush season, but 20-plus career fumbles.
Ooh.
This is tough right here. 20-plus career fumbles.
Yeah, that's. Well, that's Vic. Vic did 20.
Vic might have. I was gonna try someone with a long ass career, but we can try Michael Vick. This is gonna be tough. 20 career fumbles. He got it.
Yeah, I mean, he had to fumble quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm thinking quarterbacks for these two too. I'm thinking Brady and Manning.
Yeah.
I mean, Brady had 20 years. No way he didn't have.
Yeah,
I've typed in Brady Manning.
Yeah.
Tom Brady. No way he didn't. Yeah. And then we could try Eli Manning, but no way.
Eli Manning. Yeah, that's no way.
Okay.
Okay.
So we might go 2 for 2 on the immaculate grids, and actually, I'm giving you all credit on the first one.
Okay.
Commanders and Giants.
Receiver. Sterling. I don't know. I don't think Sterling Shepard's been a commando.
I don't think so either.
Commandos are kind of a little bit harder.
I think I have a good one for the Buccaneers, and this is one you always got to go to.
Yeah. Go.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh, yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick, the journeyman. Yeah. And look at the picture they got for him. Okay, so we got that one out of the way. Oh, I know the Falcons Bucks too.
You know the Falcons Bucks? Let's see it.
Falcons Bucks is going to be work done.
Well done. Okay. That's old school.
Yeah. Now Falcons Giants Giants Commanders squad.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if we can think of a Falcon giant. Dion was never a giant, was he?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Was Jason Pierre-Paul ever a Falcon?
Jason Pierre? Was he Washington?
Was he Washington? I don't think Washington.
Pierre Garçon?
Pierre Garçon was, but Jason Pierre-Paul.
Jason Pierre. I don't know where Pierre Garçon. I don't know where he played. If he played for New York or not.
I don't know. I think I'm out of ideas here.
Yeah, might just New York. Might be out of ideas too.
All right, we're just gonna take two guesses. I said Pierre-Paul here.
Yeah.
Not correct. And then let's just do the corner. What was the corner's name that's there? Last name Butler. Maybe it's not Butler. Who's the corner there that's not there now?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
All right, let's just.
We had two Pierre Garçon.
Pierre Garçon?
Yeah. I just want to see. I don't think he was a giant, but
it may not let me because his name has the accents on it.
The accent.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. He was not. Landon Collins, that should have been one. And Devontae Freeman played for the Giants.
Oh, he did? Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Can you do TV, Squad?
Hmm?
Can you do TV?
I probably cannot do TV.
Can you do NHL?
No, I can't. I don't know people's names in the NHL.
I just got this one.
Yeah, you would
Justin
know.
Falk.
You should know.
2+ Stanley Cup rings.
You should know.
I know the Big Rig. I can't think of his name. Big Rig. He played Pat Maroon.
Matt Maroon.
But I don't know one that played for the Avalanche. NBA. Can you do NBA?
Yeah, I can probably. Maybe.
Yeah, we're just going to cut it off.
Did not attend college.
Did not attend college. Okay. Well, that is it from us.
That's it.
Swab had fun. We're going to have you on more. We have yet to been able to get three of us together. I'm hoping that is the next step. Get three of us on.
Yeah, I might be able to do next week, depending on time wise and all. I don't think I have practice.
We should be doing the next one Tuesday night. Not Tuesday night. Tuesday night, it's my mom's birthday and she's here, so probably Wednesday night. And then my mom comes Monday, and then again next weekend. So
okay.
All right.